So Priyanka and Nick Jonas have announced the nominations for the 2021 Oscars, and if you are one of the many who are wondering where and how can I watch these films, I've got you covered. Sit back and relax while in the next 7 to 8 minutes I give you a lowdown on where and how to watch legally the movies that are the top contenders for this year's Oscars. Hi guys, like many things this year, the Oscars too has been different. For the first time ever, it has been postponed for almost 2 months. This will also be the first time that the Oscars is allowing movies that have been premiered on streaming platforms to be eligible for awards, as long as these movies were intended originally for a theatrical release. The Academy has also changed the eligibility timeline in order to accommodate more movies. But unlike all the other award functions in the 2020, most of them conducted virtually, Oscars would be an in-person event. Well, get set to see a lot of designer masks on the red carpet this time. Now, before I give you a rundown on where you can watch these nominated films, and I'm talking about the major contenders here, I would like to remind you all to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. Also, if you find any value in this video, then I encourage you to please like and share this video with your friends and family.
So let's start. First up, we have
Mank. This David Fincher black and white drama about Herman Mankiewicz, the man who wrote Citizen Kane, leads the nomination list with 10 nominations, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actor for Gary Oldman. Mank is not only a stylized depiction of the golden age of cinema in Hollywood, but also a keen study about the studio system, the politics, and the politics of the studio system. With fantastic performance by the cast, a tight screenplay, and lots of nostalgia button being pushed, I expect this one to take home at least 2 or 3 of them. You can watch Mank on Netflix. Sound of Metal. This fascinating and disturbing tale of a punk metal drummer who starts to lose his hearing is next in line with about 6 nominations, including Best Picture, Riz Ahmed for Best Actor, Original Screenplay, and Best Editing. Sound of Metal is an intense film to sit through, a deep character study if you may. The highlight of the film clearly is Riz Ahmed's phenomenal performance.
Your hearing is deteriorating rapidly.
He conveys the helplessness and the agony someone in his position would go through. The film has its problems, but he shines through. You can watch Sound of Metal on Amazon Prime. Next up, The Trial of Chicago 7, my favorite from the lot. Aaron Sorkin's sharp and witty courtroom drama. This one has 6 nominations, including Best Picture, Best Original Screenplay, Best Editing, and Sacha Baron Cohen for Best Supporting Actor. I think it's also in for Best Direction if I'm not wrong. I back this to win Original Screenplay, Editing, and who knows, maybe a surprise win for Sacha. The Trial of Chicago 7 is based on the real story of a politically loaded trial of 7 different activist groups who demonstrated against the government. Yeah, I know it sounds like something that is happening right now, but this movie is set in 1968. Watching the movie will give you an idea of how relevant it is and the fact that we learn from history that we don't learn from history. You can watch The Trial of Chicago 7 on Netflix. One Night at Miami. This Regina King directorial debut is a fictional tale of 5 black icons coming together in a house party. The film has been nominated for Adapted Screenplay, Best Supporting Actor, and Original Song. Fun movie about a bunch of guys just talking. They just happen to be the 5 most iconic people of their time. It's honest and complex. You can watch One Night at Miami on Amazon Prime. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. One of the biggest surprise packages of last year with 5 Oscar nominations. Yet another movie of a musician, but this one has a different feel and a different mood. The late Chadwick Boseman plays a gifted trumpeter. In fact, this one is touted to give Chadwick Boseman a posthumous Oscar for Best Actor. The movie is about black exploitation and the important role that art plays in our society. A movie which is more on the lines of Fences that came last year, known mostly for its extraordinary performances than the movie itself. No wonder it has both the actor and actress nomination for this year, along with production design, costume design, makeup, and hairstyling. Chadwick Boseman, who died last year of cancer, this is his last film. He delivers a once-in-a-lifetime performance. I back this to take home the Best Actor award for sure. You can watch Ma Rainey's Black Bottom on Netflix. Talking about surprises, one of the biggest surprise was the 2 Oscar nominations for Borat, the subsequent film. Sequel to the refreshingly original Borat, a landmark film back from 2006 about a Jew-hating Kazakh who lands up in America and his misadventures. This one takes place just before the pandemic hit and follows the journey of Borat, and this time along with him, his daughter, throughout America and the hilarious circumstances they put themselves in. Borat, the subsequent film, has bagged 2 Oscar nominations, one for the adapted screenplay, the other for Best Supporting Actress. While I'm not too sure if it will win either of the 2, but it's refreshing to see finally the Academy honoring a comedy film, a genre which has been much neglected over so many years. You can catch Borat, the subsequent film, on Amazon Prime. Next up is my second favorite of the lot, Soul. This animated movie from Pixar is about a music school teacher who dreams of becoming a jazz musician only to have his dream cut short by an accident, which takes him through a journey through different realms until he finally realizes the true meaning of life. Soul is up for 3 nominations: Best Animation Film, Best Original Score, and Best Sound. As I've mentioned in my detailed review of Soul, if ever there was a lock on who would win the Best Animated Feature in this year's Oscars, it has to be Soul. It's a fantastic movie with fantastic message. You can watch Saul on Disney Plus Hotstar. And lastly, with 4 nominations, is Tom Hanks' The News of the World. It's a story of retired Captain Jefferson Kyle Kidd who travels town to town reading out news from a newspaper to the busy local residents. In one such journey, he crosses path with a 10-year-old girl who doesn't speak English. Captain now has the task to escort the girl to her next immediate family. This one's up for Best Cinematography, Sound and Production Design, along with Original Score. The movie is a stark departure from the kind of films that Paul Greengrass, the director, is known for doing. It's nothing great, but you put Tom Hanks in everything and it becomes instantly likable. Just over about 90 minutes, it's a comfortable watch. You can catch The News of the World on Netflix. Unfortunately, some of the other top contenders like the much talked about Nomadland and Minari are not available in any of the streaming platforms in India. If you want to watch these films legally, then either you will have to use a VPN or rent it on iTunes or Amazon. Illegally, there are a million ways to watch it. Both Minari and Nomadland are up for 6 nominations each. However, the other top contender that we Indians can actually watch is Judas and the Black Messiah, nominated for 5 Academy Awards. This one is playing in a theatre near you. The other top contenders, namely The Father, starring the wonderful Anthony Hopkins and Olivia Colman. Unfortunately, unless you are in US or UK, it is not released anywhere else. Going by the buzz, it looks like Nomadland is locked in for both the Best Picture as well as the Best Actress. Since I've not seen any of these 4 films, I can't comment on that. I hope to catch them in the coming weeks. So there you have it, guys. A list of movies with most nominations for this year's Oscars and where to watch them. Yes, there are a few that are not available in India, but barring those, almost all the other films, you can watch it at the comfort of your home, at the timing of your choosing, pausing when you want, playing when you want. That's a pretty good deal. So all you movie buffs out there have 1 full month to catch up on these amazing films before the Oscar ceremony on April 25th. I know which films and performances I'm rooting for. What about you? Do mention your favorites in the comment section below. Did the Oscar nomination surprise you? Did it leave out something that you really liked? Please mention those as well in the comment section below. I will also be doing a detailed video on the best international film and the best documentary both. So stay tuned to my channel for that. Until then, as usual, happy binging.